Police Chief Paul McDonald urges Town Council against opting into a regional dispatch center. Town Council honors a longtime Barnstable historian, and women's college hockey teams from all over New England travel to Hyannis for the 12th annual Women's Hockey East Tournament. These stories and more on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Friday, March 7th, 2014. I'm Sarah Mantle. Police Chief Paul McDonald has concerns about plans to regionalize dispatch services across the Cape. McDonald updated Town Council on those plans at last night's meeting. McDonald said he has concerns about the way the Sheriff's Department is proposing to charge each town that opts into the service.
My professional opinion, it would be a mistake to move into a regional dispatch under these conditions. There is a movement. We have asked the sheriffs to come back to the 911 steering committee to sit down with us and try to work out an agreement where we all can work together. We all share in the day-to-day operation of this regional emergency communication center, which is key. If it's up and running, and nobody has said they're going to move to regionalization. They all want to consider it. It all looks good based on the models that we have seen, the Onondaga County, the professionalism, the type of services that it provides to the community was outstanding. You probably have heard this is probably going to save us some money. I don't believe we're going to save any money at all. We would not do this, move into something like this, something so dramatic to save some money. We would do this because we would provide a better service to our community. So it certainly is worthwhile to look at, but not under these conditions.
The Sheriff's Office is currently working on a feasibility study with a more than $200,000 state grant. Town Council President Jessica Rapp-Grassetti and Vice President Ann Kennedy honor a longtime Barnstable historian. The two recognized the founder of Tales of Cape Cod, Lou Cataldo, at last night's meeting. Cataldo says history was a big part of his life.
I just want to say a word. It's been my deep pleasure to have been involved over these years in historic endeavors. And I tell you, I think one and all should know that you're living in a very historic area. When I first came here some over 50 years ago, I realized that there's an awful lot of important history here. It all started here, all began here. And I think that inspired me, and I think that the fact that we had 3 or 4 statues erected to sort of let people think about their past. We've got a very rich history here on Cape Cod. And I tried to capture that years ago by recording the old timers. And so that's a legend, I leave for posterity.
Cataldo was born in 1920 and has called Cape Cod his home since 1947. Daylight saving time begins this Sunday. That means it's time to spring forward. Don't forget to change your clocks Saturday night before heading to bed. Fire officials also suggest residents use this time to remember to change the batteries in smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. Well, it will be a little easier for volunteers to count herring this season. Wednesday night, the Conservation Commission approved cutting a small path off Riverview Lane in Centerville that will allow for better access to a run. Each year, volunteers count herring as they run upstream to spawn in an effort to gauge the success of the species. Three Bays Preservation is holding its annual herring count orientation tomorrow from 1 to 3 p.m. at Liberty Hall in Marston's Mills. The herring count begins when the water reaches 51 degrees. Last year that happened at the end of March. Women's college hockey teams from across New England are gathering in Hyannis today to prepare for the championship tournament this weekend. Channel 18's Brenna McCoubry has more on that story.
I'm here at the 12th Annual Women's Hockey East Championship Tournament. It is the 3rd year being held here at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center, and this tournament brings some of the nation's top women's hockey players. Players like Amanda Pelkey, captain of the University of Vermont's women hockey team, are excited to be here for this weekend's tournament.
I came here when I was younger, so it kind of brings back a lot of memories. I'd say just the atmosphere, plus it's a lot warmer down here, so I think our whole team is really enjoying the warmer weather.
For Pelkey, the Hyannis Youth and Community Center is an ideal spot for a championship tournament.
Ice was great. I love the lighting, so it's getting all of us really excited. But Yeah, practice was good, but I know a couple of the girls play youth hockey here when they were younger, so they kind of walked in and like, wow, it's really weird being older playing here now.
Head coach Jim Palmer says he is really trying to keep the girls calm and focused.
It's trying to not get too overexcited and just kind of stay the course. I think it's very tempting to let the moment sort of envelop you, and so I think we just had a simple little practice and trying to just focus on what we do and not try to let the nerves get the best of us. We've kind of faced a lot of adversity over the course of the season, and I think we know we're playing a great opponent here, and we played 117 minutes last weekend to get here, so I don't know if it can be any tougher than that. It was really exhausting and exhilarating at the same time. Almost three full 20-minute overtime, so almost 2 full games, and a lot of mental toughness and just sheer exhilaration at the end. I think knowing that we can come back from some adversity is really important. This is a much different opponent, and this is a very, very skilled offensive team that's more than just offense. But we know we're up against a great opponent, and so we kind of have to put last week aside and just focus on these guys.
And in a particularly heartwarming moment, 4 Barnstable youth hockey players were selected to take the ice during the team's practice today. I got a chance to talk to those girls after that practice. I'm here with 4 youth hockey players of the town of Barnstable. How was it skating up with the girls of the University of Vermont team?
It was good. I really like their type of game, and I really want to be like them one day.
Did you guys have a lot of fun out there?
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to be like them one day?
Yeah, if you work hard and just gotta go with what you love.
Now tell me, do you guys all play for Barnstable?
Yes. Yes.
What team are you on?
Squirt B1.
POEC.
Now how are your seasons going this year?
Good.
Good?
Good.
Do you guys like playing hockey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Are you going to come watch?
Yeah.
Quinn, are you going to come this weekend?
Yeah.
And the girls weren't the only ones enjoying each other's company. Pelkey says she loves seeing younger girls get excited about her favorite sport.
I love it. I coach in the off season, so seeing them, I get all excited. When I was there, I used to do the same things as them. So kind of looking back, I'm looking at them, thinking that I'm looking at myself when I was that age. So it's pretty cool.
I think for them to have gone through the whole program from mites all the way up to college playing, it gives them a lot of fulfillment knowing that they worked so hard to get to this point, and to be able to, be a good example for those younger kids who are in that position now. I'd love to see some of the younger ones here in a few years as college players. Gives me goosebumps thinking about it. What's really special is the youth players, not only from Barnstable, but from Canal, from the Waves, from all over the Cape, have all come together. They had the opportunity to buy tickets in advance. They're half price for them. And one of the opportunities they have is to go out on the ice with the players during their practice times. And that's something that's really, people are looking forward to every year now. And it's so great to see people get so excited about the event. Not only the young girl youth players, but the little boys and even the high school players too.
Ultimately, the sense I got was that everyone from the coach to the players are excited to be here.
Well, it's really a treat. I came last year as a spectator, and so you kind of get excited by seeing the crowd and how big of a deal it is to be at a place where championships are being held. So for us, it's very exciting for all of us to be here.
Thanks, Brenna. Tickets are available for this weekend's game at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. They are $10 for the day. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mannell.